In today's society, there's a lot going on. Across Australia, 8.4 million households produce almost 1.5 tonnes of waste each per year. Rarely do we ask what happens to it. Can we separate it? Or better yet, can something be made of that waste? In 2010, 53.7 million tonnes of waste was generated in Australia. In the following year, over 2 million Australians were officially unemployed or underemployed. In response to this, a growing movement of community enterprises specialising in resource recovery is taking action in urban and regional communities around the nation. In 2012, these enterprises were estimated to have diverted 152,000 tonnes of waste, employed 1,500 people, and contributed over $56 million to the regional economy. Community recycling enterprises create positive social and environmental impacts and bring community, local government and business together to take responsibility for waste management. And it's happening all over the country. In the Forster-Tuncurry region of New South Wales, Great Lakes Resource Recovery manages the Tuncurry Waste Management Centre, transfer stations and the Green Community Hub, and has been successfully working with local council since 1991.
My name is John Kavanagh. I'm the Manager of Waste, Health and Regulatory Services with Great Lakes Council in Forster. I would encourage councils anywhere and everywhere in Australia to actually buy into the CRE network. It's certainly been worthwhile for our council and other councils that have contacted us about it.
Having won the 2011 Local Government Innovation in Waste Award, awarded by the Waste Management Association Australia, Resource Recovery and Great Lakes Council now have a 25-year master plan for their resource recovery park.
The more waste diversion we can do, the less into landfill, the greater benefit to council and the more void space left for the future of the facility. So that's a big asset and a big dollar figure. The similar objectives with the two organisations are in that we both look towards improving environmental outcomes at our landfill and waste management centre sites. And we also have a work ethic, if you like, to be able to employ local people and to train up young people. And also there is a focus on the disadvantaged in the community to be able to get them on board and to be able to train them up and get them into employment.
Great Lakes Resource Recovery frequently employs those leaving the prison system, with only one person returning to jail in their 23-year history, and is the largest single employer of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in the region. Resource Recovery employs 22 full-time staff, 15 part-time staff, and engages over 100 community members through reuse and sustainability workshops.
Hey, come on up. It's good. Just holding back on. My name's Rachel Quillen. I work at the Resource Recovery Centre at Tuncurry. I'm a trainee out there at the moment. I've been working here for 2 years. Pull a bit out. A lot of people don't realise that the amount of stuff you can recycle. Like, they do come out with a trailer full of what they think is just rubbish, and yeah, it is literally maybe only 10 to 15% of it that is rubbish, whereas the rest is actually recyclable or reusable materials. You're actually doing something to help the environment, help the community. Yeah, it's really good. It gives you a good feeling out of it, knowing that you're not just going to work to do a job and get money, you're going to help the community out and help the environment out, which is a really good thing.
Over 2,000 kilometres away in Tasmania, the Resource Work Cooperative in Hobart is a symbol of change in community attitudes.
Thank you very much. Resource employs 26 people on a casual and permanent part-time basis. Resource started from a group of individuals that decided that they wanted to improve Hobart's waste management, and they also wanted to create employment and sustainable employment in their community. We run the tip shop, which sells affordable goods to the community. We have the collectibles shop, which is like an antique collectibles store. We also run building deconstruction operations, so we'll go out and demolish entire buildings or part of houses. We basically deconstruct things for reuse. We're saving the material before it even goes near landfill, and then we sell the goods through the tip shop. We also have a community pickup service. We got a grant for starting through the Tas Community Fund a few years ago, and that's been going really well. So we're providing a free pickup service for reusable goods to the community. That's started as sort of 1 day a fortnight, and it's picked up to 2 days a week now. So we're diversifying our income sources more and more. The most important partnership we have at the moment is with the Hobart City Council. We work together very closely to improve Hobart's waste management. That partnership has been key to us successfully running the tip shop and improving resource recovery in Hobart. And yeah, that partnership's been running for about 18 years now.
The Endeavour Foundation currently has 38 second-hand stores in Queensland and 2 in New South Wales. Over 20 years ago, their recycling efforts expanded to cardboard and now include document destruction, e-waste processing, and the deconstruction of old traffic and street lights, as well as operating transfer stations and tip shops.
My name's Alison. I work for the Endeavour Foundation. I run the shop on every other Saturday, and then through the week I'm collecting for the Endeavour as well through the gatehouse. It's like Aladdin's cave in here, and even though we're here all the time and we're putting things in, there's things that we don't see that somebody else will see or bring in, and we get some amazing things come through. As people are bringing their rubbish through, because we're in partnership with the council, we get to pull off the recycling that people are bringing through that would normally dump. We bring in here, we break down, or we sell at the shop, and everything we get from recycling goes towards the Endeavour Foundation. Few people donate, but just about everything that you see in this shop is what we've pulled out of people's cars or on the back of their trailers, and because to them it's rubbish, whereas to us, it's gold.
In 2011, the average number of long-term unemployed in Australia was 116,000 people, 2/3 of whom were aged 15 to 44 years and in the prime of their working life. In the same year, only 50% of the 2 million working-aged Australians with a disability were employed. CREs such as the Endeavour Foundation help in activating this workforce by employing in excess of 240 staff and supported workers and specialising in employing disabled people from the local community.
For people with disabilities, it's wonderful. We have a guy at the weekends, he comes in Saturdays and Sundays, and he will clean the shop, he'll price things up. With Gordon, the same thing. As things are coming in, he'll clean them, price them up, bring them into the shop. If not, he'll break them down, and so it's a wonderful organisation.
The benefits of resource recovery to local communities are more than just social or environmental. Jo Barraquette, Associate Professor of Social Enterprise at the QUT Business School, conducted a baseline study of community recycling enterprises in 2012.
The study found that as a group, community recycling enterprises are playing a pretty substantial role relative to their size. The direct benefits to local government are multiple in terms of participating in and supporting community recycling enterprises. These are locally owned businesses, so they keep money in the local economy. They are businesses that exist for a social purpose, so they're principally concerned with creating social and environmental outcomes which serve the communities in which they operate. They create employment opportunities for people who are very disadvantaged in the labour market, which is important in terms of local government's responsibilities in the areas of community development and community resilience. They're active in a growing industry in environmental practice and responsibility, and they're usually very good examples for other businesses of good corporate practice in terms of waste minimisation and resource recovery. In some cases, local government have actually partnered with non-profit agencies or community groups to establish the whole business. There are other examples where local government is the primary purchaser or customer of the community recycling enterprise. And so through their processes of procurement, local government can play a significant role in supporting the business development of community recycling enterprises.
The Community Recycling Network represents community recycling enterprises all around Australia. CRNA started in 2010. We provide an advocacy lobbying service for our members. We provide opportunities for members to network and to share resources in a non-competitive environment and for the benefit of the membership. For a community recycling enterprise to be successful, it needs to be financially viable. There is value in recovered materials, there is value in the commodities that we sell, and that's generally the main source of income.
To address the increased interest by local councils and encourage the growth of community recycling enterprises, Great Lakes Resource Recovery has developed a coaching and consultancy service with the support of the Westpac Foundation.
It's our view that every community deserves their own outstanding community recycling enterprise. So if you're a council looking to maximise your diversion rates, we can come in and put systems in place for the same money they're spending now, and you get the social and environmental benefits for the community as well.
So when you're preparing your waste management strategy, remember community recycling enterprises can lead to a more productive and prosperous future for your local area. To get started, you can contact the Community Recycling Network Australia or Resource Recovery.